Welcome to the start of the Cape Wrath Ultra. Cue the music. Oh no, not literally, but start of the Cape Wrath Ultra for me. It's 6 weeks tomorrow that the race starts. I'm down here on Bray Head, and Gran Canaria is well and truly behind me now. The recovery is over, the videos are done, and it's time to start a serious training block. 6 weeks, not a lot of time, particularly if you factor in some taper time, so time to get down to it. Let's go. Yeah, so 6 weeks today. The Cape Wrath Ultra starts up in Fort William in Scotland, runs for 8 days, 400 kilometers, camping each night, ending up at Cape Wrath in the northwest of Scotland. A new challenge. Here we are at the start of April. What I wouldn't give for 8 days like this in Cape Wrath in a month and a half's time. We can't control the weather, so we just gotta train. This, by the way, is Greystones, a little further down the coast from Bray. Another nice little seaside village. Alright. Wicklow Mountains dead ahead. Not heading there today. This is an LSR, long slow run. So haven't done one of these for a couple of months, so just nice and easy. We get up to about 20. Weather seems a little bit foreboding this morning. Birds are active though. It's now Friday. This day 5 weeks. I'll be flying out to, actually not flying out, driving over to Scotland to start a race in 2 days' time. So 5 weeks. What can we achieve in 5 weeks? Well, my plan is to produce 5 of these videos. Having given it some thought, I'm going to create a video each week on a different theme of my preparation for the Cape Wrath Ultra. So this week's theme is training. And I'll fill you in on what the other teams are before the end of this video, but I still haven't got comfortable recording when people are going past. It's a little bit of embarrassment, but I'm sure we'll get over that too. So yeah, recovery after Gran Canaria definitely took a full 4 weeks and maybe even 5 weeks before I felt I was ready to start putting in a little more intensity back into the running. That's not to say I wasn't running. Oh look, here comes the dart. Dublin area rapid transport system. What have we got here? Frere Jacques. Row, row, row your boat. Let's see. Oh, maybe there's 2 different scales. I got it. There's another one down here. So. Alright, let's say the goal is to learn a song relatively proficiently by, well, let's say the end of the year. Okay, day is brightening up nicely actually. That early feeling of foreboding is past. Looks like it might be an alright day. So back to training. My goal normally is to hit around 50 miles per week. I think that's a good number. If you can hit that consistently, it'll generate enough forward momentum in your body to pretty much get you through any ultra, in my opinion. And then it's what you do above and beyond that gets you to the finish line a little bit faster. Now the one curveball that I have thrown into the mix is in 2 weeks' time I'm running the Limerick Marathon, a road marathon. So I have to see how that fits into things. Now it's not an A race, and I'm not running it to race it hard. So the goal is to get a Boston qualifier just to have it in the bag. Boston qualifier for me, since I've just turned 50, means 3:25, but to be safe you really want to do 3:20. So I'm going to run with the 3:15 pacers and see how we go. Haven't done a marathon for a while. Feel like I can certainly achieve it with some effort, but I don't want to put too much effort into it, because as I say, it's not an A race, and even if I get the Boston qualifier, chances of me actually going over and running Boston, I would say less than 20%. So if it feels comfortable to run with the pacers, switch my brain off and roll it in, I'll do it. If I feel I'm going to have to dig too deep to try and achieve it, I will not do it. So some of you will know that if I'm down at this piece of art, that means I'm doing my 10-mile flat course, which is nice. Friday morning, long weekend here, long weekend in a lot of places. It's Easter, so 4 days maybe of running. When I started running, I used to quite religiously follow a training plan, but now I don't follow a training plan anymore. I just kind of feel it out. I have a good idea of what I want to try to achieve in a week. A mix of road and trail, hills and flat, easy and hard. And if I hit those, I'll see the improvement in my body week over week. And yes, you'll have seen the buff is back on. The hair is getting cut this weekend. This weekend, I tells you. But each week I drop one of these videos. I'll give you an update on where my training is at and how I'm feeling. So should have caught him earlier. Somebody else practicing their xylophone playing. We could have a whole orchestra of xylophone players by the end of the year. I should make a confession also. I'm not one for stretching. I know, I'll get there. But no, stretching really is not part of my regime. And even strength training isn't really there. I do dabble in it now and again. But consistency, while I may have achieved consistency in running, consistency in other things is very hard to achieve. And therefore, I'm easy on people who say they find it hard to be consistent with running, because I know how hard it is for me to be consistent in other things. Alright, the bakery that I'm under orders to visit doesn't open for another 25 minutes, and I'm about 10 to 12 minutes away, so I've got a little bit of time. So let me tell you what the episodes in this series, Cape Rat Ultra series, are going to entail. What's that? I need to move over to the side. Okay. Oh, I get it now. You want to put the writing. Got it. So this week is about the training. But I will talk about the training each week just to let you know how I'm getting on. Next week is going to be about the kit gathering, because there is a lot of kit. This is 8 days, and you got your sleeping bag and your mat and lots of other bits and pieces, so I'll tell you about that next week. following week I'm thinking I will talk about sports nutrition, so what my nutrition plan is for the race. Then we're going to do a virtual recce because I'm not going to have had a chance to get over and see what the course entails, so I want to spend a little bit of time taking a deeper dive on what it is going to look like. After that, then we're really into the packing and traveling, so I'm not quite sure yet whether that's going to go out before or after the race. I would like to try and have it done pretty much for that last bit of traveling and then just set it up. We shall see. And then finally, obviously the big one, the race. All right, that's how it's going to roll.